day, brethren. The good captain here from CapnsKustomWorks. I thought it would be kind of fun today to give you a little bit of a behind-the-scenes look. We're going to be setting up, transforming the garage studio into the set for a very special video today. I hate to use the term parody, although for legal protection purposes, as an artist, I probably should, but I like to think of this more as a loving tribute to one of not only my favorite artists, but also one of the biggest influences upon me from a very, very young age, Mr. Bob Ross from The Joy of Painting. So we're going to do a little video. My sexy wife is going to join me in a little bit and be my model. We're going to do the Awesomeness of Bodypainting, and it's going to be not only an awesome little tribute video, but also a little bit of a promo piece for one of the live events that I've got coming up very shortly here, at which we're going to do some live body painting in addition to exhibiting some of my other work. So I'll probably skip around a little bit because this is going to take a minute to get everything transformed, I think, but you know, I thought some of you might get a kick out of this and see how it goes. First things first, I think coffee stout is in order. And a custard vape. Let's see what kind of magic we can make here today. Cleaning up one's empties is very important. Throwing one's wife's hair accessories on the floor is very important. I'm going to try to open up this side of the studio as much as possible. We get as much filming room as we can. Very important to the body painting is the body paints. Oh, blacker and smalls, okay. Cleaner, white. Need a lot of white. It's 1.5. It's a 1.5 inch brush. We're going to call it a 2 inch for humor's sake today. Bob Ross loves that 2 inch brush. And so do I, although it's 1.5. I'm trying to work around this heater because I really don't want to kick it off until the last possible moment. Because, you know, it's cool out here. Nope. Backing myself into a corner with the tripod. I'm going to try to use this awesome old trunk I have. Hopefully this is sturdy enough once I put a board on top of it. Yeah, I think with a plywood slab this will be perfectly good. I need something for my wife to lay upon that she's not going to feel is unstable. Because my wife does not like feeling like she's about to fall over. Especially while trying to hold still for artistic purposes. Modeling is tough. Gotta give respect to our artistic models. I think this is okay. We'll put a big old slab of plywood on it to make it even larger and then pad it with blankets and put a nice backdrop. a nice slab of plywood that was last used for our Halloween porch awning to give us something to hang out underneath because it was raining. And, you know, we still love our Halloween, so gotta do that. So I'm going to put a nice backdrop here. If you're familiar with Bob Ross's show, The Joy of Painting, he always had a nice black, I'm sure it was probably, you know, black velvet or something to really, I mean, it killed all the light. It was beautiful. We don't have that because we are poor. We're poor artists. We don't make that happy buck, as Bob Ross likes to say. But I do have a cool silver backdrop that I've used at times for my various musical endeavors. I used it on stage and whatnot, so I'm hoping draping a nice silver backdrop will still give it a good, clean, finished look and really fit the feel of the show. So hopefully this with some... Oh yeah, that's perfectly solid. Sure he is going to be facing backwards, but even so, yeah, it doesn't even feel like it's rocking or anything. It's awesome. We got to work around it to get backdrop up. Busted a caster on the heater a while ago, so it's going to be propped up with a block. Whew. It's warm though. God, now that I'm working, I probably don't need it that warm. I want it warm enough that when Sherry comes in here, you know, it won't be too uncomfortable for the first several minutes while she's taking her clothes off and laying down on a board. A comfortably padded board. Silver backdrop. Not Scott Brewing, but you know. This was a curb find though, so it's close. Oh, that's a joke. I love Scott Brewing. They're wonderful in their cheapness. It's what they're all about, man. Cheap beers for punks. I love them. So trying to give a little bit of a mind to how we're framing this here on Bob Ross's show, on The Joy of Painting. It's actually shot with a 2-camera setup, which is it's what I'm going to try to do today, and it's not something I've really experimented too much with before. But his was basically a right side long shot camera, and then almost an over the shoulder close dead on camera. So we're going to need to frame one right here to really see the workspace, essentially my wife's back, because that's what we're going to be painting today. And because in Bob Ross style we're going to do a landscape, so somewhere flatter is better for landscape. Last time we didn't film it, but we photographed before the event. We did a nice space scene on the chest with some nice cupping action and space nails that I had done before. It came out awesome, but that's not as well suited, so we're going to do a sideways landscape in the Bob Ross style, so her back will give a nice flatter than anywhere else place to work on. So that's going to be right here. So we're going to need a camera here, we're going to need a camera probably a little further that way, so we need to make sure that we see backdrop this whole way. Alright, this will be one I'll have to ask Sherry's opinion. I think we're going to use a sheet of approximately this color for part of a drape. Hey, sexy. What do you think?
Okay.
Playing with behind the scenes filming. Setting up the studio. What do you think? You like it? Yeah?
It's wrinkly.
Okay.
Is it supposed to be wrinkly?
Probably. It's been packed in a pack wrap crate for ever.
Okay. Did you test it out?
Huh.
Did it fall down?
No, you're not. It's very sturdy.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah, I have a big plywood on top of this trunk here.
Yeah.
So, the only thing I'm trying to decide now if we should leave it with the blanket showing, and then, because I was thinking we could use like the maroon sheet, like, kind of matches this,
Oh, that'd be
like
nice.
drape. So you think we should leave it like that, with that showing?
Sure.
Yeah, or do you think it'd be better with the backdrop more covering and then? But this is real sturdy.
Well, it's a little bit of red, so maybe we should keep it on.
Keep the red. Oh! Yes. It's such a passion.